Hello everyone, welcome to our journey of Financial IQ Decoded, your practical guide for financial literacy. Dear friends, many a times after a person starts saving certain money, he starts looking for different investment plans and go here and there, ask me, take advices from many and invest here and there. But many a times the investment fails. So we should first understand the concept of what are the different avenues of investment and what are the concepts, recent guidelines which we should follow for the investment. Many times we have seen people saying that they have done the investment but they are not able to generate a passive income, or they are not able to get out of the rat race because their investment plans fail. So the ideal investment plan is where your money works for you and you start getting money, and that ideal investment plans will go through this chapter. Our age-old concepts for investment are the commonest questions which have been asked many a times to me or many of the people are: what is the ideal investment plan for me? Who is the ideal financial advisor for me? What is the return on investment? What is the tenure? And whether I should make an aggressive investment or a conservative investment. These are the age-old concepts which have been asked, or questions which have been asked. I would always say that first take your financial literacy and then go for investment. Every time I am bombarding on these things. So, how an investment plan should work for any particular person? Before going for the ideal investment class, ask these 5 questions to yourself. What are these 5 questions? First thing is, for any investment, find out his present position. Assess his present financial position, business-wise position, his family position. Then assess yourself what future plans you have made and what things you have to achieve. So that is point A to point B. And then plan accordingly. And always remember. One investment plan will be better for one person, but that will not fit for all. It's a very it is a very strong saying in investment. No size fits, one size doesn't fit all. Maybe some plans will be good for Warren Buffett, but the same shares will not be beneficial for me because he has got that knowledge. So don't try and see that. Many a times the financial advisor gives example. This falana person, this has earned millions by doing this business or by doing this investment plan. But there are again examples that through the same plan, many have gone into failures or in disasters. So it doesn't follow, one size doesn't fit all. And don't follow anyone blindly. Always take financial literacy, always take the knowledge, then only do the investments. And while doing investments, there is always necessary that you have to do periodic checks. Means certain plan can be beneficial at this year, but that same plan will not be beneficial in other year. Because the shares market, anything can go up and down. So there should be a periodic checks in your investment plans. Now coming to what should we ideally look for in the recent times for your investments. First thing is liquidity. Many a time, guys, you see you have done investment, but the moment you require that money or that investment is stuck up, and you don't get that money for your self-use, and what's the use of that investment then you have to either take loan, borrow, and all these things because you have invested in a non-liquid, dead or stuck up investment plans. Secondly, what things we should use? Our investment should be such that here it should generate a passive income for you. Because the ultimate aim of all these things is not to generate money, but to generate freedom for yourself and for growth of yourself. So if that investment is not going to give you passive income and it is just going to generate active income, you are not going to get freedom. You will have to work more harder and harder. So that investment plan is also bullshit if that is only generating active income. Then the cash flow impact. Whether the investment, certain things, means many a times we have seen a financial advisor says that, sir, invest this much for 15 years and after 15 years you are going to get this much. Suppose a person's earning is 10,000, and for to secure his future, if he is going to give 5,000 monthly, so he is left only with 5,000 rupees, that is half of the amount. And with this, how can he survive his present to secure his future? He will not be able to survive his present, and in that way he will have to live a very frugal life to secure the future, and that is not the way. This is absolutely a wrong method. So always invest in an investment which will start generating cash flow, maybe right from the beginning. If that cash flow generating investment is there, then your income, if it is 10,000 plus that cash flow, it will be 12,000, 13,000, means your income has been increased. The income column is increased, expense column is decreased. So look into this. Then who will enjoy the benefits? Many of the times we have seen that people invest, keep on investing, keep on buying many properties and all these things, but ultimately the phase of enjoyment of that money is lost. They either become old, they become morbid, any damn thing, and that money is absolutely of no use for them, and that passes on to the next generation, and don't know whether that next generation is going to really take care of you or they are going to fight. And because you are leaving such hefty amount to them, maybe you are creating a crippled generation, that is a dependent generation. So whom that investment is going to beneficial is very, very important. If you are not going to taste the benefits of that investment is a useless investment. So try and understand. Many a times people say long term, invest for 20 years, invest for 30 years, and you are going to get long. There was a very nice story told by a person. That guy has invested some amount in his property, but one financial advisor came and said that if rather 20 years back you would have invested in these shares, you would have gone millions ahead. But that guy said that millions ahead was not of use for me. Right now I was able to enjoy my life. So who is going to benefit? That is also investment. And predictability, this is going to come only and only through your experience and your financial knowledge and financial literacy. So try and judge the investments which are really going to give you returns, rather than going blindly and investing somewhere whose future is not good. So guys, again, just recent rates is liquidity, passive income, cash flow impact, who is going to enjoy your benefits, whether it is not going to ruin your present situation, and lastly predictability. These are the things. So what are the three different main investment plans which are in the market? So the investment plans which are there in the market are long-term investments with ROI, secondly investments for capital gain, and thirdly investment with cash flow. Now if you will just see and compare all these things, the investment, long-term investment ROI, the chances, now we will see every parameters. The liquidity parameter, yes, the liquidity parameter, this investment has a liquidity, it also generates passive income, but guys remember, this is going to give you returns at a longer period where your enjoyment, this means this investment is going to ruin your present to give you a better future, and that better future maybe, we don't know whether we are going to enjoy or the next generation is going to enjoy, we don't know. So the long-term investments are not the investments for you, but maybe they are for your future generations, and these are going to really ruin your present situation, and also your cash flow is not going to increase. Predictability, this is slightly risk to market risk, all these things, they are already written on these things, so take care what we should do. Second thing is investment in a property and go for capital gain. Again, here the important thing is here that there is no liquidity, this is sort of a stuck or dead investment. The passive income or the cash flow is not generated from the day until and unless business is started on it, and definitely it is going to ruin your present. But here the chances are there that you can get a heavy capital gain, and that you can use it in the further. Ideally, I would say that this type of investment should be done by a person who is already in a phase of financial freedom or financial abundance. This should not be done in a person who is in the phase of financial security or financial stability. So what is the ideal investment plan for the persons who are in financial security or financial stability phase? They should invest in a thing which will produce both capital gain as well as start generating cash flow right from the beginning. The advantages of this is your income is been there. It is definitely going to give a long-term returns in the form of capital gain. But from the day one or from the beginning, it itself will start generating you a passive income. The liquidity will be there from day one. Then your cash flow is going to get increased because from this, as this is a cash flow generating investment, from day one your cash flow is going to increase. So your income column is going to increase. And as your cash flow is increasing, your income column is going to increase. It is you yourself who is going to enjoy the benefits of this investment. And then understand, it is you yourself who is going to get the benefits of this investment, and it is not going to ruin your present for the sake of the future. So the three investment plans are long-term investment plans, capital gain investment plan, and capital gain plus cash flow. Regarding this capital investment plan, there's a concept called as asset rich and cash flow poor. Many a time we have seen people who have millions of properties, but as this is stuck property and the cash flow is not being generated, they are either filing a bankruptcy or their business goes into disasters. There are many examples. If you still see Vijay Mallya, still his asset value is in crores of rupees, but he is bankrupt. His business is failed. Same thing is happening with Nirav Modi, still in crores, millions. Anil Ambani, same example, in millions. DSK Builders, same example, in millions. The asset value, if you see, it is very, very high. But what has caused problem with them is they were in a severe crunch of cash flow. So if you are going for the asset rich and cash flow poor investment, guys, remember my words and please note it. You are going to go into severe trouble. So always don't go only for capital gain, but go for capital gain plus cash flow. Thus my take home message will be from this chapter is, do investment only after gaining financial literacy. Secondly, do investment with recent investment guidelines, that is, look for liquidity, passive income, your present status, who is going to enjoy the benefits, most importantly the cash flow impact, and what is the predictability. And lastly, go and invest only in a business which is going to provide you cash flow as well as your assets, which will give you a capital gain. Thank you, guys. If you want to know more of this, please go through our book Financial IQ Decoded, which is also available in Amazon, and share it with all your friends and make them investment savvy as well as investment literate. Thank you.